Plus, he's been no stranger to the charts in the past, but is Sir Tom about to have his first #1 in more than a decade?
Could be. His new albums had mixed reviews.
Hello, good evening. Within the last couple of hours, it's been confirmed that a 9-year-old girl from South Wales has died in a rafting accident while she was on holiday in Turkey. She's been named as Cerys Potter from Llancarvan in the Vale of Glamorgan.
The incident happened in Turkey. Thank you very much indeed.
Hundreds of thousands of people here in Wales could be affected by plans for a radical shake-up of the benefit system. This afternoon, the UK government announced it's considering scrapping all out-of-work benefits and tax credits and replacing them with a single payment. The move's designed to cut costs and stop people abusing the system. But what might it mean for people who rely on benefits here? Well, our correspondent Chris Perry has been speaking to some of those who might be affected.
Widespread consensus that change is needed. Chris Perry, Wales Tonight in Tonopandi.
Elsewhere tonight, tributes have been paid at the funeral of a soldier from Carmarthen. Bombardier Samuel Robinson, who was serving with the 5th Regiment Royal Artillery, was killed in the Sangin district of Helmand province in Afghanistan 3 weeks ago.
His parents have described him as brave and courageous. And today they joined hundreds of others to say a final farewell, as Carl Edwards now reports. To let him move the building to a new site.
Residents in a North Wales village say large lorries are damaging their properties, roads and bridges because sat-nav systems are directing them along inappropriate routes.
Yes, locals in Beddgelert in Gwynedd say that big vehicles are using small roads instead of alternative routes, despite new warning signs on the roads. They're now calling for more improved signs to save their village. Our reporter Rob Shelley has been to meet them.
At the Colwyn Bed and Breakfast, Rob Shelley, Wales Tonight, Beddgelert.
Still to come, all the day's sports news and a little taste of Sir Tom Jones. Plus,
find out what the weekend weather's going to do.
It's an iconic landmark in South Wales, and today the Newport Transporter Bridge was finally reopened to the public following a £1.2 million restoration project.
Yes, the historic bridge, which is one of only a few transporter crossings in the world, was closed 3 years ago because of concerns about its safety. But it's now been reopened in time for the Ryder Cup, as Rob Osborne now reports.
Newport are looking up. Rob Osborne, Wales Tonight.
It's not the looking up, it's the looking down. I can remember walking across that bridge as a little boy. I'll never forget it.
You're a very intrepid young lad, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go up there with vertigo, do you?
Not now,
But it's
no.
great to see it back in action, isn't it? Absolutely.
Now, according to a recent survey by the National Trust, too many of us here in Wales are becoming couch potatoes. So how do you persuade people to leave the comfort of their homes and enjoy the great outdoors?
Well, the National Trust on Anglesey have come up with a pretty novel solution. A living room made from grass, yes, really. Now, Ian Lang went along to put his feet up for an extra bit of green living.
You could call it the perfect Anglesey.
It's probably half price this weekend. Yeah.
Ah, I see what you did there.
On to sport now,
Absolutely.
and in football, it's the day Mark Hughes has been officially confirmed as the new manager of Fulham. It's also the last weekend before the start of the new Championship season, which sees Swansea City complete their tour of Holland tomorrow.
I can't believe it's come around again so quickly. Now, as for Cardiff, they put the finishing touches to their preparations with a home fixture against Deportivo La Coruña. And that Craven Cottage appointment means there's a bit of a feeling of relief as they do so. Here's Rob King.
So in the end quarter at City on a season-long loan, although even he can't be registered to play until those transfer restrictions are lifted. At the moment, Cardiff can't sign anyone else at all, not even him. Rob King, Wales Tonight.
I'm looking forward to the new season. Now, moving on to music, it's not had the best of reviews. One record boss even described it as a joke. He was a brave man. But despite all that, Sir Tom Jones's new album could be on the verge of being his first #1 in 11 years.
He'll have the last laugh, won't he? The Welsh icon's latest offering is competing up against the American rapper Eminem. But if he succeeds at the age of 70, Sir Tom will become the oldest man to top the charts.
Is that not unusual?
Dear, dear, dear.
I know. The old ones are the best. Anyway, our reporter Nicola Hendy's been looking at his race to the top spot.
When I slept too...
Indeed. Nicola Hendy, Wales Tonight.
My money's on Tom.
Absolutely.
Never
Well, he's
mind
always
Eminem,
delivered in the
yeah.
past, hasn't he? It's certainly a best bet.
Well, over the next week, more than 100,000 people are expected to descend on Ebbw Vale for the National Eisteddfod.
They'll be celebrating the best of Welsh arts, culture and traditions. And today, hundreds of stallholders have been busy preparing for the event. So let's find out exactly what we can expect, what's in store. We'll find out from Hannah Thomas.
Adding the finishing touches to the mice, the sun is going to shine.
Oh, I do hope so, because Wales
Absolutely.
tonight will be there at the Eisteddfod all next week, and there'll be a special programme looking back at the highlights of that very special week on Thursday at 10:35.
And we've got everybody on our side absolutely praying for good weather, so fingers crossed. But the man who can tell us, obviously, is James Wright. Let's get those details. And just to let you know, of course, it's a busy time at the moment in athletics. We've got the European Championships going on in Barcelona, and Christian Malcolm is just minutes away from his championship final. That's in the 200 metres sprint, the veteran Newport runner. I'm looking forward to that. I think we could really be in for the medals there.
Fingers crossed for Christian
Absolutely,
Malcolm.
and certainly for Christian, because he's had a tough time and he's a very good guy. So we could be coming back covered in glory. Welsh domination.
Roll it on.
Absolutely.
Just before we go, let's get a quick reminder of our main headline. Well, of course, details on that story still emerging all the time, and we'll bring you the very latest on it as we get it. And don't forget, you can catch up on tonight's main stories on our website, itv.com/Wales, itv.com/Wales.
And that's just about it from the Wales Tonight team for this evening and for this week. I'll be back with more for you right after the news at 10, including details of how Christian Malcolm has got on in Barcelona at that European Championships 200 metres sprint final.
Now, though, it's the ITV News at 6:30. Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.